Okay, so here's the game plan. Here's what we're going to do. I want two groups. I'm keeping an eye on the clock, so that's why it's going to be just two groups this time. Self-select two groups who had a very interesting topic, very interesting solution, right? So I want you to just two groups, that's all we have the time for, and we're supposed to network after that. And you get 2 minutes per group to come up here, share the problem, share the solution. Okay? I'm going to keep an eye on the clock. Who wants to come up here? All right, come on. Yes. All right, come on.
That's our client. And
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. So
So, yeah, come.
she needs moral support. So.
No, I
Okay.
mean, she's the client. So I
Okay,
want
so
to
your
make sure
clock
that-
starts now.
So our client over here has built a shopping cart, a smart shopping cart, which does mainly three things. It helps us upsell to the customers by providing the core recommendations, like basically what are the other products that the customer can buy through a tablet while they're going around the store. It helps with the shrink problem, which is the biggest problem grocers face today, where people are stealing stuff and they kind of put things in their pocket. So it helps reduce the shrink because it has a lot of sensors, it has a lot of cameras on the cart itself so that it can track things. It can also tell you what's out of stock so that store managers can go and stock it and they kind of look at that. And the third problem is it has the checkout capability built into it, right? So you don't have to stay in the lineups. Remember the Costco lineups, they're crazy. So yeah, you can basically check out from the cart itself and just walk out. So those are the three capabilities that the cart has. Now the problem she was facing was, this is a great product. She is getting adoption. She has thousands of these carts that are already active in the grocery stores today. But then the grocers, the store people, right, are not motivated enough to charge those carts because they feel that that is a threat to their own jobs, because the checkout, like they're not going to do checkout for customers, right? So it's a threat to their job, and it's added responsibility where they have to make sure that these carts are getting charged properly every day. They're getting like cleaned up or whatever is required, right, to basically maintain those carts. That's happening on a daily basis, and they're not incentivized to do that. So that's kind of our problem space. Want to get into the solutioning part of it, and the time is scary. So the solution that we recommended was very similar to how this is being handled in AI for internal employees as well, right? Where the top level management is bringing that top of the mind, right? Like the focus on AI is coming, and how it is being measured is the adoption that's happening on the ground, right? So we want to make sure that the store managers are incentivizing and making sure that all the grocers or the store associates are adopting this, and they're measuring this on a daily basis and bringing that up in all the connects that they're having with store associates to make sure that these cards are getting charged on time, they're getting like placed in a position where customers can see them and kind of use them, and the adoption happens at the customer level, but then the store associates have to make sure that they have the right visibility so that the customers can start and use it and see value in it. So yeah, kind of similar to the realm of what's happening in the AI space today in corporate world, where we are anxious about AI, but we have been asked to use it, right? We know it might replace us in the future, but we still have to use it so that we can learn and grow within the organization. Thank you.
Okay, so we have time for another group. Okay, so I've got so many hands. Okay, so let's go with, these are the first people. Why don't you guys come up here, and then Max will go with you next. So clock, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
And then the hook will come up. Okay, your time starts now.
My name is John. I'm a salesperson at a semiconductor company, and I got a $1 million deal going with this client who's going to make a electric lawnmower. Now, my buddy over there, Henry, he's got a deal going with the same company. They're making a scooter. And I'm telling Henry, hey, Henry, man, this is a great deal. I'm selling these MOSFETs, and he's selling the battery storage. I said, maybe we could collaborate. We could sell, you could use my MOSFETs. Let me share this deal with you. Our product is a deal room that this salesperson uses to manage their relationship with the customer, and where we're at. And the customer, I got him close to buying my product. Do I want to give some information to Henry? He might help me, or he might not. Our company might get a great deal collectively, or he might steal some of my business. The problem we face for AI is the knowledge compartmentalization. For our product, this deal room, the salesperson has the knowledge about our products, and we have personalized knowledge about the history of my interaction with my customer, my client. I built as a relationship over 6 months. So how do I compartmentalize the knowledge that I'm going to share with my buddies and my sales manager, and what do I keep private to myself? That's the problem we have. The solution suggested by my consultants is, well, use AI for this. So don't use standard access controls for knowledge, but let agents represent the different types of knowledge and have them do a kind of an economy of brokering. What if I enable my knowledge to go to Henry? Henry's agent will say, okay, I've been given permission to use that knowledge. So on an agent-to-agent basis, we'll have a negotiation about what knowledge can be shared within the organization when we want to have some security, but also a certain amount of sharing.
Fantastic. Okay, your time starts now.
Okay, thank you. I cannot speak that fast. Okay, so our client is Vasan. He works in the organization and he came up with the pilot based kind of open claw for himself, for his organization. Now he came to us asking how can it roll out to the whole enterprise and at the same time to be, to show visibility for his management, to be useful for the organization. So we suggested him, as he works in the finance department, first to create skills based on the verticals, like vertical for his organization, and horizontally based on like low level engineers or workers, middle engineers, high level engineers. And then to start building agents for each crossing. So then, how would he approach his management? So his agents would be more proactive. They would be looking after every person, what that person is doing. And then they would be reporting every day to that person what to do better, like don't talk to that person or change the message to that person. And to the management, like this is performing great, you need to fire that person. And then those agents will be continuously learning from each other, helping their persons they're working for. And then at the end, actually agents would start picking the person they're working for. So people would need to evolve together with agents. Otherwise, at some moment, they will be either fired or will be without any agents.
Fantastic. Thank
Zero.
you.
Hey everybody, I'm Madhuri Perry. I'm representing our group of consultants and experts here. So the problem that we have is the context. Let me set the context first. We have an enterprise which works in a very federated manner, which means each business unit wants to go fast and furious and adopt AI by adopting or citing creative freedom. So what ends up happening is each team has multiple agents. Some have 5, some have 10, some have 15. The problem comes when they all want to take it to production, when the central team now is left with defining the agent's identity, what does the agent do from an observability point of view, and evaluating the metrics. Because each metric for each business unit is a different dimension altogether. So we debated in the team a lot about various solutions. Eventually, the problem. Do you want to share the solution?
Well,
Come closer.
I'll just say that she's stuck trying to figure out, are the agents doing the right thing? Should we put some guardrail in place? What constraints should we put on them? So the group came up with a solution, and we got limited time to share that with you.
Yeah, so essentially the solution is threefold. The first solution is really depending on the culture and the organizational principles. we would want to form a representative team from various business units who has insight into all the innovation happening in that business unit. So early on, you decide what are all the data sources that it consumes and what are the identities that these agents are going to assume, what metrics are they going to measure, which will define the productive or business value. So that will help set the guardrails for, yes, this agentic experimentation is approved, or it's maybe doesn't fit in the current state with the existing adoption criteria we have. The second metric that we really came about is thinking if it is an existing workload that you are trying to automate with agents, then think of it in the form of human augmented with AI. So all the agentic permissions, roles, scope, observation metrics should reflect that corresponding human. So you are really, everybody here probably, if they're working in an enterprise setting, they have success metrics, adoption metrics for their role and so on. So the agent will inherit all of those metrics as observability and performance metrics. The third thing that was given as a advice was really using the data as a way to structure the environment and put governance in place. So the adoption really is going to be never going out of the guardrails. And more importantly, I think one of our consultants, Stephen, was recommending that we basically mimic the agent's behavior as a deterministic behavior. Because right now there is this perception that AI is empowered to do everything, but you're really having a combination of both deterministic outcomes and non-deterministic. The non-deterministic ones, you delegate it to human to gain the confidence to make it more deterministic. That's our solution.
Okay, folks, that's all we have time for today. Really, I come back next time and share. That's all I can say because I just want to keep an eye on the clock. I appreciate you all staying here, being so engaged, making it a fun gathering. As always, this is what we do at the club, especially those of you first timers. You got a sense of it. Some people have been coming. Somebody met me and they said they've attended every single one of the last 7 clubs that we've hosted here. So folks, I will be sending out some of these things that I mentioned, the projects that we will be launching going forward, the smaller gatherings, the wine tasting, the podcasting. And then if you have any suggestions and what we can do to make, because ultimately this is all about you. How can we make you more efficient and more empowered to make a big difference in the world? So that's sort of my guiding mantra in my life, getting good people to do great things, right? And so collaboration is secret superpower in making that happen. So with that, I know that my colleague Khurshid, where is she? Outside. So when I need her, she's gone. She has AirPods to give away as a freebie. She wants to do some sort of a raffle or some such with it. Anything else before we wrap up for tonight while we wait for Khurshid to walk in? Anything? How was it give me a thumbs up if this was meeting or beating your expectation. If it's not, then give me a thumbs down, and I don't mind. We'll take it as good feedback. Thank you. So you saw the announcement go out. It's June 3rd. Come up, Khurshid. Come up. We're waiting for you. June 3rd is the next club, and it's going to be. I don't want to announce the partner yet. It's another incredible organization in the area. So Khurshid, you're giving away AirPods. What do they need to do to get it?
So if anyone's interested in Glean or knowing more about Glean or need a demo with Glean, I have a small fish bowl at the back. If you could drop your names there, and then by the end of the session, we'll do just like a raffle, and we have AirPods to give away. And yeah, we're looking forward to talking to you and showing you what the product's all about. Thank you.
Okay, so we have wine and still some food left if you want to just hang around. But otherwise, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.